name is Tammy Fuquay, and I am with Holy Angels Church in Southern California, and I am also a member of the Mary Magdalene Society Advisory Board. Today, you will be introduced to a few of the 2024 grant recipients. As a former grant recipient, I'm appreciative of the funds I received to complete my master's degree in pastoral theology, and today you will hear how the recipients use their funds. And we're going to start off with Trish, and Trish, let's go ahead and hear a little bit about how you're using the grants that you received from the Mary Magdalene Society.
Well, I want to start by saying how incredibly grateful I am and how empowering the support of the Mary Magdalene Society has been for me. My name is Trish Sullivan-Ivani. I'm the pastoral director of the Charis community in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. And I completed a PhD in Roman Catholic ecclesiology. It was a very big investment on my part. And then when I chose to become an ecumenical Catholic priest, I was also choosing not to go into the academy. So I carried a lot of academic debt with me into my ministry. And I'm using my personal grant to help defray that academic debt. And I've been very grateful to all of you for those funds, which make a very big difference for me. I have an extremely small housing stipend and rely on my spouse's income. So helping with this debt has been tremendous. We also applied as a community for a grant to empower us to bring some of our young adults to the Synod. As it happened, the Synod ended up being kind of a forward-looking, passing the torch event. That was not discussed when I put in the grant application. We have two people who are called to ministry and who are very, very interested in the ECC. And I know the incredible difference it's made for our members when they've been able to be at the Synod and experiencing the bigger communion in action. And I really wanted both Bridget and you to have that experience. So thanks to your generosity, two people, one of whom has already completed an MDiv, the other who has discerned with the Jesuits and still feels called to ministry, but not the sort of ministry that he was looking at when he was completing a Roman Catholic undergraduate education. Both those people will be with us and having a chance to connect with other folks all over the country as well as other young adults. So we're super, super grateful for that and looking forward to all being together up in the mountains in Estes Park.
Well, hello, friends. I'm excited to be here. My name is Father Terry Haroon, and I get to serve as the pastor at Light of Christ Ecumenical Catholic Community in Longmont, Colorado. Our community received an MMS grant for our youth, and earlier this summer, our youth and their chaperones, Mark and Mary Lou Stenson, were able to go to Pine Ridge in South Dakota. They were able to go to Pine Ridge on a cross-cultural immersion trip to be with the Lakota people who live there. This was an opportunity for them to serve the people of Pine Ridge, to have conversations with the Lakota people, to learn more, and to encounter God in new ways. They did not go on a mission trip. They did not go to take God to the people of Pine Ridge, but rather to have conversation with the people who were there and to learn more about how God is already flowing and active there. We call this a cross-cultural immersion trip, and it is about us being on the arc of justice that will bring forth flourishing for all people. So thank you to the Mary Magdalene Society for this grant for our youth at Light of Christ.
Hello everybody, this is Jim Barry. I want to send out a heartfelt thank you to Mary Magdalene Society for their generous grant. It has helped me pursue my dream of attaining a Master of Divinity at Luther Seminary. I'm also currently an intern chaplain at St. Anthony North Hospital in Westminster, Colorado. Again, I just want to say a deeply felt thank you to Mary Magdalene Society for their generous grant. Thank you.
California. And this is the second year that I actually received the grant for our youth group. And so our youth group meets twice a month. Once a month, we usually do like a lesson plan with an activity. And then the other, we usually have like a a mini lesson plan, and we do like a little field trip for them. Thus far this year, we have done more of teaching them a little bit about how to be do good deeds for others. So we're connected with a company out here that's called Hiccups Pizza Project, where they go and they feed the homeless. And also we go and we take, like blankets and socks and things like that for the kids who have cancer over at the Ronald McDonald House. We also did Operations Christmas. And so we've been wanting to have a retreat with our kids, and for some reason, every time we schedule something, it kind of gets pushed back. But I am really thankful to Mary Magdalene for the grant, because it allowed us to go ahead and reach out to our community. And a lot of these kids who, they're kind of lost in technology, is what I say, right? Technology is good, but a lot of the times these kids are too involved in, they prefer to be playing in their video games, right? Than to be coming to church or into a youth group. And so this has really opened up a door for us, where we feel that what we hear the youth say is that they really like the youth group because they feel like it's kind of like their own little space where they come in and they feel they can talk about anything. And just the fact that we're able to reach out to them, and that they all heard about God, right? But now they're really getting to know who God is. And we have an awesome God. And I am just so grateful to the society, because they granted this money to us and we're able to share God's love. So thank you. Do you have any questions for me? No? Okay, thank you.
Hello, I am Reverend Dr. Echibesem Oben, all the way from Cameroon in Africa, recently ordained deacon with the ECC, yay, Caris community. And I was a recipient of a clergy grant of $800. It was just so wonderful for me because it made me feel welcomed. It made me feel like I belong. And some of the funds were applied to my education to help offset my PhD debt. I recently defended in March my PhD in theology and will be walking this December. So it was very wonderful. And the other part of it went to help us to begin to start Our Lady Advocate of Africa community, that the Caris community in Minnesota is helping this little baby to grow. So for now, we do attend Mass with Caris, where I was ordained a deacon October 1st, 2023. And it's just so wonderful. I was able to pay for someone to design a logo for us. We're in conversation about the best way to be able to start the church, get state authorization to start. Since this comes from the president, we are trying to look into partners either with the Baptists or the Presbyterians or the Old Catholics to be able to get an authorization that will allow us to go into full ministry. And the third part of the grant I used for charity to others, because it was very important for me to pass on the torch of love that Mary Magdalene Society showed to me. So I was able to help someone with who had wounded his leg, and that was very important for his work. He couldn't get medical care afforded, so I was able to pay for that. And a newly hired staff at my primary school here in Kribi, Cameroon. She's been suffering with deafness for as long as she can remember, and I was able to help her get medical care and regain her hearing. So I want to say a big thank you to Mary Magdalene Society, to our wonderful donors. Your gift keeps giving. I love you all. Thank you. This is Reverend Dr. Echibesem Oben, all the way from Cameroon with Caris Community, Minnesota. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ricky Villarreal with Holy Angels in Orange County, California. First off, I want to say thank you so much to the Mary Magdalene Society for granting us this youth grant. It's been really amazing. From a growing church where we are here in Orange County, we're really just spreading our wings to really look at and spread the love of God and in our youth. So I'm the leader of our young adult and youth group here at Holy Angels. And the grant really is centered around four main elements. First and foremost, it's increasing kind of our spirituality and our faith in God and Christ. So really establishing biblical learnings, love within our youth and young adult groups. Second, it's discipleship. So we want to increase the share and the love of God, not just around our community, but also in the youth. And so, Maria, definitely, look at you from a young adult and youth, definitely lost in technology. And so I think there's a space for, Catholics, youth, God in this time. Third, it's really, outreach, community service and social outreach. So one of the things that we want to establish is, that love of serving others. So we're going to be partnering with our social outreach here at Holy Angels to make sure that, especially with the giving season, in Advent and Christmas, we want to make sure that we, are very fortunate and bless those that are less fortunate. And fourth, it's fellowship. And so really creating a spirit of family fun. Our first event actually is this weekend. We are going to attend a concert, a Christian rock concert out here in Anaheim, Elevation Worship. They've been touring around the States, and so a few of us are going to enjoy, ourselves and have fun, break bread together, and really praise the Lord in a fun and loving way. It really couldn't have been done without the support of the Mary Magdalene Society. So, with all my heart, and thank you so much for all that you guys do, and we're super blessed to have an organization that really supports us, especially the youth. So really, thank you.
So thanks everyone, and we'll see you next month.